Welcome back, everybody. Puppy Veg YouTube channel. I've got a special treat for you. This is, of course, you guys, the video's still up. It's still my last video I made with my neighbor, Angela.
Hello.
And she first started juicing two weeks ago.
Yes.
Right? To this very day.
Day 15 tomorrow.
Wow. This is day 14 for her. So, congratulations, she made it.
Thanks to you.
14 days
Thanks to you.
On her first try. She made
Thanks
it 14
to you.
days. Not just juicing and having a small meal at night, not juicing and having a salad at night, but juice fasting. She's had
hardcore.
Nothing but juice for the past 14
hardcore.
days on her first try. And mind you, the first week she didn't even have a juicer. Remember, I tell you guys all the time, I say it in my posts, I didn't have a juicer either. So if you're waiting for that perfect moment to where you get a juicer, don't wait. Start blending everything.
Don't wait.
This was the blender. This was the blender that I started with. $29.99 at Kohl's.
I think it was $49.99.
Huh?
I think it was $49.99. I think it was.
49?
Yeah.
She came over here and she made, we made juices.
Every night.
At first we started making them for her, and then she started making them herself. She's getting good practice. But not only that, what were you doing prior to starting that juice fast?
Prior to that, I was trying to get ready to start juicing by blending, using my NutriBullet, greens and fruit smoothies, and having nuts to satiate my hunger, and doing some intermittent fasting so that I could prepare for when I juice, the time in between, so that I wouldn't be so hungry, and how to handle it, and how to keep myself calm until my next juice.
That's good.
So that's how I prepare.
How do you feel, Angela?
Intermittent fasting?
Yes.
That's where you don't have breakfast, right?
That is where, say for example, I have my last meal, say at 6 p.m., then I wouldn't have my next meal again until, say, 16 hours. So it would be if I had my last meal at 6 p.m., it would be 6 a.m. and then at another 4, so I would have a meal or a smoothie at about 10 a.m. Okay, and then eat within a certain amount of hours and then stop. So during that time I would have the first meal. I would have like a smoothie. It would either be bananas and mangoes, or it would be some green smoothie. And then for snacking, I would have, in between that window of time until I stopped eating, I would have things like nuts, but it would be all very healthy and a nice meal.
Would you say you cut out meat? I didn't hear you say meat.
No, I would have either chicken or fish. No red meat.
Okay.
I'm not a big red meat eater.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but if it comes through in the video, but I can see it. I can definitely see, her face has changed. Her face seems like it's narrowed down, not as round.
Okay.
It's narrowed down a bit.
Looking smaller.
Some of the puffiness.
Yeah.
And I don't know, she looks a little bit younger.
I don't know, but
Yeah, that happens. It's only been 14 days.
Well, I'm feeling very good. I'm feeling very good. I've day 14 today. As of this morning, I was down 9.5 pounds.
oh wow.
And I'm excited about that.
That's almost 10. Wow.
Yay.
Good. A lot of people get discouraged because they don't see the weight dropping on the scale right away.
That was me. That was me.
It took a few days, huh?
There was a few days where I was the same weight, and then I would only see the scale move about a half a pound, and that started to bother me until I realized that at the beginning of the year, that really was one of my prayers, even before I started juicing, to lose at least a pound a week. And then I realized, ding, that even though I would only drop a half a pound, see that loss per day, or once I started losing again, I really had lost at least a pound a week, or actually it ended up being more than a pound a week. So I was like, what am I beating myself up about? And I'm getting healthy. I have a lot more energy.
I was just about to ask, how's your energy?
I have a lot more energy. I'm working out, and when I go to the gym, there's an indoor track. I'm finding myself able to have more breath, meaning in my walk, I would walk around the indoor track, and something inside me just felt energetic enough, and in my brain it said run. And I ended up doing my first full lap without stopping, where I hadn't been able to do that in such a long time.
Wow.
It was exciting to feel my breath back again. And during that same time when I was at the gym, I ended up going around again, another lap and a half. And that was exciting. And it's all because I'm recouping my health. I'm getting my health back. And it's all due to this juicing.
Right.
And eating fresh fruits and vegetables only. That's it. I'm not blending, I'm juicing.
Right. And it's all fresh and
another thing I also
uncooked.
found out is that I go through my day, I'm energetic and I do what I need to do, but by the end of the day, it gets to a certain time, I get exhausted, I'm tired, and my sleep is deep. It's a really good sleep, so I'm getting that.
You know, I was just talking to my brother on the phone a couple hours ago. He's in Texas, and he bought this same juicer. This is, by the way, the Green Star Elite. He bought the Green Star Pro, which is a little bit better. And he was telling me that his sleep is a lot better since he started juicing. He noticed he's getting a more deep, I don't know,
profound.
He
Yeah.
wakes up, feeling better. He just noticed his sleep has gotten better. And
I love that sleep.
how many carrots are we using? 1, 2, 3.
Well, those are very small, so it's about 8.
Okay, and let me go over the recipe. Put that on hold. What I was just talking
What
about.
are we making again?
I know. What are we making?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Carrots, red bell pepper, ginger, habanero, apple, lemon, maybe celery. That is that sweet, wonderful, jacked up carrot drink that I like.
That is called
The Angela.
In this household, we call it the Angela juice.
Yay!
Sylvia, 2 weeks ago when Angela was here, during the week when you were juicing, you had your tub of goodies and you were juicing and you threw this together. It was that day that you made us all shots. We all had shots of that juice, and I tasted it and I was in love with it, and I was like, Sylvia, tomorrow morning I want that juice. What juice? I said, the Angela juice. And the next day again I said, make me an Angela juice. And the next day again I said, I came home and I was like, I can taste in my mouth the apple, the sweetness, like candy mixed with the bell pepper and the ginger and the lemon. I said, something about that juice, but I want the Angela juice. So practically every day I've been having this juice. It's called the Angela juice.
Sometimes even twice.
It smells so wonderful.
Sometimes even twice.
Sometimes even twice a day I'll have this juice. I've been having it for 2 weeks now. And it's basically 4 pieces of celery, 4 carrots, depending on how big they are. These carrots are kind of thin.
Very small.
1 red bell pepper, 1 apple, 2 inches of ginger, and then 1 habanero. Watch out with this habanero. These are organic habaneros. The ones I was buying previously were not organic. I was getting them from Winco, and I noticed they were not that hot.
Yeah, I remember when we would make our drinks with it, and I remember there was one drink we made, and you could barely tell that there was habanero in it. But I love that flavor.
And I can't put my finger on it. I'm gonna run some tests. I'm thinking it's either I've got these organic habaneros from Clark's, and like I found out with the jalapenos, I found out that the organic jalapenos, they just seem hotter than the traditionally non-organic ones that you get from the supermarket. And I'm finding the same is true with the organic habaneros. And I asked the workers at the produce section if that was true, and they're like, oh no, that has nothing to do with capsaicin levels. And I'm going, well, I'm finding these organic habaneros are hotter. Maybe it's that, or maybe it could be that when we first started making this juice, we were using the Breville.
Yes.
The Breville is a centrifugal juicer, and it does, if you're looking at this pulp, and you're noticing how dry, touch that pulp. See how dry that pulp is.
Wow.
Does the pulp come out that dry in the Breville?
No, the pulp from the Breville is wet. This is definitely dry.
This machine does a heck of a job wringing out every last drop from the produce. So I'm thinking that it's getting a lot more of the habanero.
It's not wet at all.
No moist. Yeah. Yep.
It's getting more of the habanero into the juice, so you're able to taste the heat of it a lot more.
Yep.
Using the Green Star.
I put everything in, babe.
I'm gonna run some tests. Tomorrow morning I'm gonna have Sylvia make me an Angela juice out of the Breville, and I'm gonna drink that tomorrow, and I'm gonna see, is it as hot? You're gonna have this juice right now, and you're gonna be like, well, that's spicy. It's gonna be spicy. I'm just gonna give you a warning right now. You might be like, well, I don't like habaneros no more because it's gonna be hot.
It'll be exciting in the morning.
But Angela does like spice, so you never know. The first day she's like, I want habanero. We're like, what?
I like it spicy.
Yeah, so this juicer is $600 juicer, and my Breville over there is a $300 juicer. So this is twice the amount, but it yields a lot more juice. It yields about, what did I say, 8 ounces more than the Breville per juice.
Yeah.
Per 32 ounces, it yields another 8 ounces. So you're saving. If you make 4 juices a day, you're getting an extra juice, an extra 32 ounce juice. So it saves money in the long run. And I've said this tons of times.
But it does take longer.
It does take longer. The Breville, you notice, you're in and you're out. Zip, 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 you got your juices. This is going to take 15, maybe 20 minutes to make 1 juice. And with the Breville, 15, 20 minutes, you'll have 4 juices. So you don't have a lot of time. You're just starting out juicing. I do recommend the Breville. Once you get a little more experience, or hey, maybe you want to try to start out with this one. This one is an excellent juicer. It reduces the friction, the amount of oxidation. You'll see a little bit of oxidation, the bubbles, that's called oxidation. That's basically degradation of nutrients. So this one does a better job at preserving the nutrients. The Breville will whip things up and leave a lot of foam. And that's not necessarily a good thing unless you're making orange juice. To me, I love foam in my orange juice.
Hey Ralph,
Yeah.
one thing I've come to notice as well, the red apples versus the green apples have such a different, distinct flavor on juices as well. Just even within the 15 days or 14 days that I've been juicing, initially I really enjoyed the green juices that were sweet. Now it's gotten to a point I really don't want them so sweet anymore. I would prefer to have them more closer to their flavor, meaning green. So just to tone it down a bit, the sweetness, I've been choosing to use some green apples. And if I don't want as much acidity from the lemon, I'll cut down on the amount of lemon that I use and use more green apples instead of the red ones.
Well, originally the green juice has green apples, right? From Joe Cross?
Well, I was using what I had purchased was the red delicious apples.
Right.
So
We normally do too.
okay.
But yeah, it does give it a different taste.
Yes, it does.
A lot of juicers use the green apple. Gerson Therapy uses the green apple. The reason behind that
You need to dump it, babe.
is that the green apples do contain a lot less sugar than the red apples. They have a lower glycemic index, and a lot of people, you know, are coming with diabetes. They don't want to have a lot of sugars, so they will use the green apples.
And you know the reason why I was using red apples is because I didn't eat green apples because they were too tart.
Oh, really?
So naturally, I always gravitated towards the red apples, whether it be Red Delicious or the Gala apples. I love those.
But now you're liking it in the juice.
Yeah, so now I prefer the greeny apples in the juice.
That's interesting. That's good.
I started out with the green apples because it was all green. When I moved to the red apples, I was the opposite. I liked it more. I was like, oh, this is sweeter. I think a lot of people accuse me of liking my juices too sweet, too fruity, too sugary. I think they're right. I do like my juices sweet, sugar. Matter of fact, when I made my first carrot and apple video, I used the Fuji apple, and my reasoning for using the Fuji apple was sweeter than the Red Delicious apples, sweeter than the Gala apples. That was my. If you go back to my videos, it was the second video I ever made, and yeah, I used the Fuji apples because they're super sweet. I love sweet.
And you know, I think probably the red apples would be better for introducing people.
Yeah, yes.
For those people that are hesitant because they're like, oh no, I don't want to drink this green stuff.
Your daughter just tried a mean green, when was that? Yesterday?
Yesterday, for the
Okay,
first time.
how did that go?
It went really well.
Did you use a green or red apple?
As a matter of fact, I think I used half and half.
Oh, okay.
Half red and half green. Yeah, because I didn't want it too sweet.
Okay.
And I used actually spinach and celery, cucumber, red and green apple, and a little bit of collard greens.
Okay. Okay.
And let's see, I think I put also 1 carrot.
There's more apple right there, babe. That's the other one?
That's the other one. I don't know if you want your strained.
Oh, that's fine.
But I'm going to show you why I strain them.
Okay. I can smell it. It smells so good. I can smell the bell pepper and the habanero.
Oh, the bell pepper I think is my favorite part of this. Of course I said the apple was, didn't I? Making stuff up.
Everything together tastes good.
The bell pepper, I've never really been a big juicer of bell peppers until you came all the
Did
way
you
to
put
bell.
ginger in there?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it was almost like 2 inches of ginger. It's a lot of ginger.
I love
And bell pepper just like the flavor, it brings the flavor out. So, wow. See that? See all this?
Wow.
Like applesauce.
That looks good.
And it's good.
I don't know if you want to zoom in with, can't get over here with the camera and
That looks good.
view what I'm straining out.
That looks like baby food.
Yeah, it looks like baby food. Yeah,
It's good. I eat it.
This. This one you might not want to eat because the habanero is really spicy.
I ate it earlier.
You did?
Yeah.
You want to eat this
All
one?
right. Go, Sylvia.
I even tried this one right now because he made another one.
Oh, what's
It was
that?
cabbage, purple cabbage. And
Is that the
pink
purple?
ladies?
That's purple passion. That's the purple cabbage.
Yes.
I'm going to post the recipe.
And I was like, I'm gonna try it, and
I
sure
have-
enough, it's good.
I have 2 videos on YouTube of this juice called the purple passion. I got it from juicerecipes.com. I was going to make another video, but I ran out of daylight and I
Awesome.
ran out of time. So.
Awesome. Go, Sylvia.
Can you smell it?
Yeah.
That juice was
That
like,
smells fresh.
talk about sweet. That juice was like candy.
Really?
And it's a purple. It's beautiful.
And here's actually the recipe right here. I have it written down.
Okay.
You gotta try that one, Angela. It's beautiful.
I'm going to post it to the group later on.
The kids love it.
And I have 2 videos if anybody's interested.
Okay.
Just saying.
I will be there.
How do you want yours? You want yours in a glass mason jar or you want it in a cup over here? A glass jar. A glass cup.
Glass cup.
Okay. Oh, we broke all the big ones?
There is one left. And I noticed Portia has it in her room.
Okay.
So that's not 32 ounces right
That's
there.
more like 20 ounces, that cup.
Oh, that's fine.
I'll get
That's
2 of
fine.
them.
That's fine.
Just have it fill up.
Do you want me to tilt it? No? No need to,
If
huh?
you want.
Wait a minute. We're supposed to share, Raoul.
I'm going to make another one for me.
Oh, I thought we were going to share this. Oh my gosh, look at that. It made a lot.
I think that was more than 32.
Think?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It looked like it. That's
Those are both yours. I'll make mine.
Both mine?
If you want, if you can, if you feel you can finish them. If not,
you haven't ate for a while, so.
She hasn't eaten since what, 12?
Yeah.
It's 7 o'clock at night. She hasn't eaten in 7 hours. She hasn't had
I
a
know.
juice in 7 hours.
Don't try that at home.
Explain how that happened. What went down?
Oh, okay. Well,
Move the thing, babe. Thank
okay,
you.
So I wouldn't recommend not having any food for 7 hours.
Live and learn, huh?
The reason why I have it, the last drink that I had, the last juice that I had was fresh tangerine and fresh pineapple and 2 carrots. It was extremely delicious. So that was my daughter's and my wake up.
Did she like that?
She loved it. Slurped it down. And I took her back to school, and I didn't expect to be away from my home that long. I thought I would just run a quick errand, at least within 2 to 3 hours and be home. But it lasted, I was out longer than anticipated, and I was at a mall area, and I just kept smelling all these wonderful aromas from food. I smelled hamburgers, smelled like they were being grilled out, smelled pizza, hot bread, all kinds of wonderful food that I remember.
All the smells.
And I ended up passing a couple of juice it ups, but you know, I was being cheap and I chose not to go in. So I did have some water in the car, so I just kept sipping on my water until, you know, I could make it home again. So cheers!
Cheers! Have some.
Juicing.
Be careful, it's spicy.
Just to your
Remember,
health.
remember I tell you it's spicy.
Okay. Okay. So
I think she'll be. I think she's gonna be fine.
Sip it.
It smells wonderful. I can immediately smell the lemon. I can smell the bell pepper. I can smell the ginger. I can smell the goodness.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy.
And I can taste the habanero. Immediately. Oh my
Is
gosh.
it spicier?
Angela's like,
Is it
ding!
spicier than you normally
Yes,
make it
it
in the
is.
Rebel?
Yes, it is. The back of my throat is jumping up and down.
I almost couldn't take it. I was like,
I know, I tried it too and I was like, whoa!
Gosh.
In fact, we started doing half habanero. So it was like, I started doing half and I was like, that's too much. So tomorrow I'm gonna try the same organic habaneros in the Breville and see how hot it is.
Okay.
I'm
Oh my
thinking
gosh,
it's,
Wow.
it's on fire.
I'm thinking
It
it's
is, huh?
organic habaneros.
But it might be the juicer
It
too.
might be the juicer too. You're getting more.
Because you're getting less over there. There,
Oh my
you know, a lot of it
gosh.
pops out.
Okay.
In the
maybe.
Rebel, a lot of it gets spit out into the pulp feature, the pulp
Mm-hmm.
shoot.
Okay, I was going to gulp this down, but I think I'm going to take my time.
Sip it.
It's so spicy, huh?
Yes.
Yep. You want to do half of habanero, bro?
I can already feel it going down.
In fact, it was burning my stomach.
Yes, I can feel that in my tummy.
I'm sorry, Rob. I don't think I like it. It's burning my tummy.
Yeah.
Man, if that doesn't clean your pipes, I don't know what won't.
You want to add some water to it?
We might need to add some lemon to it.
You want lemon? Here, lemon.
They're over here in the back.
I
Behind
can
me.
just squeeze the juice
Yeah.
in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's really spicy, huh?
Oh my goodness, it's yummy. But it's jacked up big time. I like jacked up juices though.
You want it like that or cut it in a piece?
Yeah, we're like, whoa, that's spicy.
So you think the lemon does something?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but between green apples and lemon, it reduces,
Really?
for me, it reduces the spiciness or
Really?
sweetness.
I'm gonna try that.
For me it does. At least in my mind it does.
Hmm.
Maybe we should be putting more lemon in it. 2 lemons.
Or
I'm
maybe
gonna put a
just,
second lemon in mine.
or maybe just half a habanero.
You can still use that, right?
Yeah. Does that do anything to it?
Oh, it's just good. It's yummy.
Yeah. If those carrots are not that big, you're probably gonna need 2 more.
No.
Or, I mean, she had 8.
That's probably why her juice is.
Remember those carrots from last week were huge?
Yes.
So we were just using 4 of them. These carrots from this week are tiny.
Is that from Costco?
Costco, yeah. Same bag, everything. They're just smaller.
Today's day 42 of my juice fast.
Hey!
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo! Congratulations!
And,
Wow!
I was 136, and I skipped the 135s completely, and I went all the way down to 134.8 this morning.
Wow.
Whoa!
Which a lot of people were, concerned that I'm losing too much weight and too skinny.
He's gonna catch up to me.
And Angela made a comment when she got here. She was like, "Your stomach, it looks really flat," and I go, "It looks that way, but you can still see there's still something there." I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. I'll lift up my shirt. There's still, there's still a bulge going on here. If it was,
Flat.
flat, it'd be in. And people say it's loose skin, it's loose skin. Yeah, there is some loose skin there, but it's not 100% loose skin. There is something else.
Okay, guys. Okay.
Angela.
Okay, guys. I have to tell you, I knew
Ah,
Ralph
babe, you're
when
gonna have
he
to tell
was a large man. So if you think that he still has a long ways to go or whatever,
Babe, dump.
And that's because I remember when Ralph he was a big guy.
Yeah.
So to have that much, that little of skin that's still there,
Yeah.
it's nothing. It is nothing. It's amazing. And I think it has to be all associated with what he's doing with the juicing. I can't believe how little sag there is from his skin. There's really nothing compared to the amount of skin that he had before. So that's amazing. That is absolutely astounding.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you. Congratulations.
Thank you. The picture that I have that I use to show everybody is that picture of me at the fair, the Victorville Fair up here. Was in the tight blue shirt, which that blue shirt was my loose fitting shirt. That was my slimming shirt that I would wear. I'm like, oh, okay, I know I look fat, but let me wear this blue shirt. It always makes me look a little bit thinner.
That was his sexy shirt.
Yeah. and I look at that picture and it's like, wow, I couldn't believe my stomach was that big.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's right. To go from what it was to what it is now,
it's amazing.
Crazy.
But you would go up and down, remember? That was your highest at one point. You would always go up and down.
I think I may have even touched 260 at one point.
Really?
I was not on the scale. I never got on the scale. I wouldn't look on the scale.
Okay, but
I don't want to look at the scale.
So let me tell you also, just standing here in the kitchen with Ralph it's not, even though it's day 42, if people are concerned about it, you look healthy, you look great, you don't look bonish or anything, you look healthy. So, I don't know.
So see, it's not just me. I tell him all the time, no, you look good, don't worry, babe, you look good.
And people are concerned about my heart, my kidneys, my body, or like you're gonna, something bad's gonna happen to you, and I'm asking Sylvia, because Sylvia's always my voice of reason. I talk to my wife, and I'm like, what do you think? And Sylvia's always like, what do you mean? What do I think? I'm like, yeah, should I be concerned? And she's like, well, how do you feel? And I'm like, well, I feel great. She's also, what are we talking about? And she always puts things into perspective for me.
That's right.
That's right. They say, you hear this all the time. What do you hear? Listen to your body.
Right.
Your body will tell you what's going on. But it's not always the truth. It's not always the case. Because if you've got a relatively clean and efficient running body, a well-oiled, maintained body, then yeah, it's going to send good messages to you and tell you that, hey, what you ate here wasn't good, or hey, what you ate here was good. But if you've got a body that's coming off of a diet where it's used to having processed burgers and fries and pizza and steaks and chickens and popcorn and candy, if you've got a body that's used to that and you take that away and you start giving it these juices, what's the body gonna tell you?
Detox.
Hey, give me some more of that good junk over there. It's going to send you all kinds of bad messages. The body's detoxing. You don't understand what it's doing.
Yep.
So, and then when you give in, because I know I've been there. I've caved in and went and got pizza. 20 days being on a juice fast. Went and got some pizza, and it felt so good. Then does that mean pizza's good for you? Does that mean my body was telling me?
No, wait up. What happened that night? I remember.
Oh,
that night I was on the toilet.
No. After you ate so much, you went out and threw it away. Remember? You're like, I feel so grossed out.
Oh, I threw the pizza away.
Oh, okay. So, wait a minute. You were on a 20-day juice fast? And something in your head was
craving,
getting you to say, hey, I want this pizza, give me pizza, and you went out. What kind of pizza was it?
Little Caesar's deep dish.
Because we would get some every Friday. He would buy some every Friday. So after so many days, he's thinking about it.
Okay.
He started craving it.
I get that.
It's a little bit more than 32 ounces. On toast.
Juice. Juicing for health.
I gotta take a picture of it for the group. Okay, ooh, rouge. You want to get in there?
Huh?
You want to be in the picture?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that looks good.
And let's drink it.
Oh, my hand's burning.
Just got a lemon seed.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the two lemons.
Fill it.
The two lemons calmed it down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you've got a body that's not clean and efficient and used to those kinds of foods, are you really going to be? Is it good? Are you really going to be safe to be listening to the messages that it's sending you? It's going to be sending you messages. Give me more of the junk and give me less of the good food. So you kind of don't want to listen to the body then and just do these things that you know is good. But once you get it, accustomed to this and get it cleaned out and more efficiently running, then you can start listening to it. It's going to start giving you the good messages of what it wants and what it needs. And I do remember that night when I had that pizza and my body was telling me this was not good. Oh, we felt way better having the juices, and we felt terrible. And I'll tell you the reason why I broke that juice fast was because Sylvia went to Kaiser because she was diagnosed as being pre-diabetic, and they told her that juicing was bad for you.
This one.
What do you want me to do?
Move it to the side, yeah.
They told her at the hospital that juicing was not a healthy regimen.
No way.
Because for one, you're getting too much sugars. Too much sugars into the bloodstream. It's bad for you. They recommended instead eat a lot of bread.
Bread?
Have some chicken.
They gave me like
Some fish.
a schedule with, what to have throughout the day. I'm like, 4 pieces of bread? I never had that much. This is crazy. And I was just telling Ralph, like, isn't this crazy what they told me? And Ralph got all bent out of shape.
Yeah, been out of shape. I Googled it, and sure enough, what did I find on Google? Juicing is not healthy. You're getting too many sugars. And then they started talking about if you're not using organic produce,
Forget about
you're
it.
taking the pesticides that are on the non-organic produce, and you're compounding it because you're putting a bunch more into your system. You're putting a bunch more pesticides. So I went crazy. I was like, well, then forget it. I'm not going to juice no more. I went out and bought a pizza. And I felt like crap. And something clicked in my mind, and I said, wait a minute. Who am I going to listen to? A bunch of random, I don't know who these people are on the internet telling me that it doesn't feel good, or am I going to listen to my body that's telling me, ooh, we feel so good when you feed us those juices. We're losing weight, we're getting more energy, we're feeling more efficient, our skin is clearing up, and we're just overall have a better outlook on life. And then when you go back to pizza, you feel like crap. So am I going to listen to my body, or am I going to listen to the internet? And from that point on, I said, and I came home and I told Sylvia, I said, you know what? To hell what they say on the internet. My body's telling me that this is great. My body's telling me that I feel way better doing this than eating that way. So I'm just going to listen to my own personal experiences, and that's it. I'm not going to listen to what other people say. And the same goes for when people say, don't juice too much fruits. Oh, be careful with the fruits, be careful with the fruits. Well, I know how I feel when I juice fruits. I feel good, I feel great. I mean, I can listen to them and say, okay, yeah, maybe they're right. Or I could listen to, my own personal experiences, and that's it. That's all, and that's all I can recommend for anybody to, is listen to your own personal experiences. Don't listen to anybody else.
And the weird thing was that they kind of mentioned there was a plant-based diet booklet, but they didn't bring them out. They focused on, your a little bit of meat, a little bit of egg. So I went up to the lady and asked her, can I have the booklet for the plant-based? Because I want to focus on that. She's like, oh, yes, give me a few seconds and I'll grab it. So it took a while. I had to wait there for probably about 15 extra minutes to get that. And when I got home, I was looking at the the schedule and the food they gave me with the bread and all that. I was like, I'm not gonna have this. This is crazy. I've never had so much bread in my life. So I never followed that. I just kept a very simple plant-based.
I think someday that we may get there where it's more acceptable. I think rather than just being trendy, especially with so many people being obese and getting sick, but I just think that voice that comes in the form of cravings, it's all that external programming
That we've had.
get. When I started to prep for my juicing fast, and while at home, if I'd be watching television, I couldn't. It finally hit me how much programming was coming with the commercials. Nearly every commercial was telling me to
Babe,
buy
I need the
something
charger.
or eat something.
1 minute.
And it was all about satisfying that urge to, don't you want to have this pizza, or don't you want to have these burgers, or something that had to do with food, and it was all about food and socializing as well.
Right.
So I think for me, a lot of it has to do with reprogramming myself to listen more to my body about what it needs for fruits and vegetables, and to quiet that voice, that external voice that has me out there wanting to eat more things to comfort me when I'm feeling down, or if I'm feeling lonely, or if I'm feeling anything but right. I think I just need to shut out that voice and be more in tune with my natural voice, my instinctive voice that says, eat better things. So I'm looking forward to this journey. And not just when the juice fast is over, but to extend that, because I know when the juice fast is over, of course I'm going to go and have some, I may have fish, or I may have chicken, maybe, we'll see. But until I can cross over, if I do cross over to a more raw veggie life, I need to be able to have more control about the things that I put into my mouth. Otherwise, I'm just going to go back to where I was before. And I think it's like in part 2 of Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, didn't Phil have a relapse? He ended up getting married or something like that, and then he had a relapse and ended up putting all that weight back on.
He got married and divorced.
Yes, married and divorced.
And when you go through bouts of depression, emotional changes, you hit on it exactly. People do lean on food as a comfort. I went through that after my 100-day juice fast. I started leaning on food as a comfort, kind of like a blanket. Like if you're just eating raw foods, you're stripped of that blanket. You don't have that, food that you can draw on to comfort yourself. And what you have, just you. It's just you. And you have to rely heavily that you have a strong enough character to pull yourself through certain situations. And that's why I found that I was like, people that are raw foodists are very strong emotionally, mentally. It takes a lot of power to be a raw foodist, because you don't have that comfort blanket to rely on anymore. You can't use food to hide behind anymore.
Comfort. The
Yeah,
comfort
has to
food.
be just you. So, yeah, I know what you're talking about. And on that, I know this is kind of a long video, And I had a few people say, I love you, Puppy Veg, but your videos are just too long. And my response to that was, yeah, you know, I could do these 2 or 5 minute, you know, cute little videos where I just throw the recipes in real quick, speed the video up, and not really give you any of this one-on-one talk. But that wouldn't be me. I could give you a cute smile and say, have this juice, but that wouldn't be me. I find that you get a lot more great information from my videos when you do have this interaction with people, and I do give you information that you can use with your life. And I can give you my past experiences, what I've been through, what Angela's going through, what my brother has gone through, what my friend Robert Silverstein has gone through. I've featured several guests on this channel, and you can see that people from all walks of life go through different struggles. And if I did just do these 2 and 5 minute videos, that wouldn't come across. You guys wouldn't see that, and it would probably be a lot harder to relate to the videos. So my videos are a little bit long. Sorry, but we'll end it on that. Anything else to say?
Yeah, this drink is very nice, but I can tell all of the nutrients are going straight to my body, and it's starting to heat up.
That would be the habanero.
Yeah.
And we do have the fireplace on too.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Cheers to your guys' health.
Cheers.
Bye.